You're watching WBOC News at 11 with Aisha Khan, meteorologist John Trout, sports with Ryan Marshall, and Chopper 16, covering the entire peninsula for Delmarva's news leader.
In tonight's In Focus, we all know how hot the temperatures can get, and while some of us try to stay hydrated and keep our bodies fueled this summer, that's not the case with many Muslims around Delmarva. That's because it's Ramadan, the holy month of fasting. I got the chance to spend time with one Wicomico County family who handles a month-long test of self-control in the heat.
A hot summer day calls for a cold summer treat, but none of that is for the Muslim faithful. For the Ansaris this year, August is the month of Ramadan, a time of total abstention from eating and drinking.
It's a period when Muslims observe fast and observe the best to be the best of the human being.
It's like a mind over matter thing where you sort of try to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and it's a time of contemplation and thinking.
The family wakes up at 4 in the morning, scarfing down as much food and water before the sun comes up. The morning feast then ends with a prayer. After that, no eating, no drinking until sunset.
The first 10 days of Ramadan are just the beginning. You get the hang of it in first 10 days. Then next 10 days you are more used to of it. And the last 10 days is basically a sprint.
The ancient tradition is for those who practice the religion of Islam. The purpose, connect with the less fortunate.
Hunger tells you how a hungry feels. Thirst makes you feel how a thirsty person feels. Until and unless you go through that process, majority of the people have a lavish life, good lifestyle. Hey Zachary, how you doing?
Like most people, the Ansaris hold down jobs and go on about their busy workday, except neither of them takes a lunch break.
My sequence number 2.
Sort of just focus on whatever I'm doing and try to forget about how hungry I am.
Once the sun begins to go down, the Ansaris prepare for breaking of the fast, or iftar. And no doubt the ritual is done with a big meal. Even I got the chance to break my fast as their guest.
It's like when you take that first bite after 18 hours of fasting, it's just crazy. You just feel so good.
You feel thankful.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
The family says some may see this self-deprivation as torture, but it's really about self-discipline and purifying the soul.
Like he was saying, it's food for the soul, not for the body. You're trying to ignore what you're trying to imagine that hunger upon other people and try to understand what patience really is.
And like many Muslims around the world, the Ansaris will celebrate Eid, which marks the end of Ramadan. That includes a special prayer at a mosque and family gatherings with, what else? Lots of food.